Now I see what you're saying.
Very sad.
That wouldn't. Yeah. Well, you paid a lot of money to have to spend a lot more money. That's America for you.
In a nutshell, I would say you are very correct. Welcome to America, everybody, and another episode of the glorious, highly maturely show.
Very maturely, extremely maturely is what I would say.
Extremely maturely.
So maturely, it's offensive.
Beer in my belly. I know, because it makes other people seem inadequate in their mature lifestyles. Or lack thereof, maturely.
People come here for education, and they leave feeling dumb because they were already, not because we made them dumb.
Exactly. Joke's on you guys. You haven't been using the term maturely right all this time. Let us teach you proper grammar, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you bringing to the show today, my good Zep?
Strawberry daiquiri.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Show us that beautiful art. I remember when you showed me the picture of it. I was kind of tripping out.
Yeah, it's a tiki-looking can.
By Still Reserve?
Yeah, it's a 10% boy.
Holy shit. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a pretty strong daiquiri you got there. Nice.
Yeah, it's going to put me on my butt.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I was trying to find something comparable since I could not find that exact brew where I went. And so I found one that was like 8.5%, and I was excited. I was like, wow, this is, again, stronger than I would have thought, than I would have expected. But then I looked at the can, and it looked as though it was a little dirty, like up near like the rim kind of area. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. No,
you should have done it.
I'll pass. I know, right? Compared to the wine episode, it couldn't have been any more dirty than that.
We drank expired oyster beer. So your line is dirty can.
Well, I have a the line is dirty can. Yes, I have dinner plans later with Mama AJ, and so with that, I just want to make sure I'm not busy dealing with the chores when I should be hanging out with her. That's all.
Or it would be the perfect time to introduce the term, the chores to the family.
Exactly. Family, from now on, whenever you get that little rumbling and tumbling and you realize it's going to be a while, that things might get a little hot and sweaty for you in the baño, just know that there is actually a proper term for that, and it's called the chores.
The chores?
The chores, if you will.
And then the family is quiet in shock.
Yes. So, on that lovely note, I did try to find something comparable, and it is by 450 North Brewing Company, and it's Blackberry Cheesecake. So I'm very excited about it. Yeah, I love the art of the can. It's a slushy supersize, a smoothie style sour. Yeah. So I'm actually pretty dang hype about it.
It's a sour, so they usually have bitch percentages. Is it a bitch percentage?
I found out, no offense, 450 North Brewing Company, but it is lighter than yours by about half.
Yeah.
We're sipping on a 5.3.
You very much disappointed me. You have been very much disappointing me the last few episodes with your low percentage alcohol. I'm going to just start drinking water.
It'll get me where I'm at anyway. So yeah, it makes sense. Oh my God. Well, I'm going to pour this. Ooh, I love the color to it. Look at this. It definitely looks like a melted slushie. I'll say that much. I'm just going to do a little bit in my glass for the people, for the video viewers. Look us up on Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
It's all linked in the episode description. But I'm excited to try this. Are you ready? Or did you try yours already?
Oh, I've had like 2 cans of these already. This is my third can total. So I already
remind yourself of today, your third can?
No.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
I just got home from work. So yes. No.
Very nice. Go right ahead, sir. I'm going to try mine too.
Does yours taste like water? I bet it tastes like water.
It doesn't. But I'm not really getting much cheesecake from it either. Wait, there it is. It's like in the aftertaste. This little cheesiness. Like blackberry tart up front, cheesecake party in the back for sure.
Disgusting. Sours just aren't. There have been maybe 2 sours in my life that have blown me away. That's it. Sours just are not for me. Ugh. Just watching you
Ooh.
drink that nasty beer.
I just think we need to try them more often. We need to go out of our way.
We have
try something amazing.
We have several episodes. Well, kind of. We have at least 3 episodes of us trying sours.
Several. 3 is the new several, so that's good. I like it.
Redefining words, terms, my friend.
Exactly. Again, it's not our fault that people have been using them wrong all this time, but we're here to help you guys out in that regard.
Oh man, yeah, that's not bad. This is actually the beer that Peter and I drank when we parked at the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, nice.
These are dirt cheap. 2 for $4. This is homeless person prices. 10% for $2, and
that's amazing.
Honestly, it's not bad.
Sure, all in all, I mean, hey, you're getting drunk on the cheap, and if it doesn't taste terrible, why not?
I'm pretty sure that's cheaper than a 40.
I was gonna say it's pretty good comparing to like a Four Loko at the very least too. Probably tastes better than a Four Loko as well.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What are you getting from that? What kind of flavors are tickling your taste buds?
It reminds me more of a strawberry margarita.
Same idea, blended.
Yeah, just with a little bit of like a beer taste right at the end. But it's not like overwhelming at all.
Sure.
The strawberry.
Little strawberry, a little daiquiri.
Yeah. What about yours?
Mine. Oh, okay. That's what I'm. Okay, cool. So I mentioned up front, you get like that sour punch with the blackberry. But then afterward, I was like, oh, there's a little cheesecake at the end. And it's because there's like graham cracker and cream cheese as well as part of the flavors. And I definitely get the graham and a little bit of cheese. Not so much cream, though. But yeah.
Well, I can help you with the cream part.
Thank you.
If that's what you're looking for, I got you, bro.
The heaviest of winks ever. So... Not to promote another podcast necessarily, and not that they need our promotion anyway, but okay, so we've talked about on the show, you are a fan of Whiskey Ginger podcast starring Andrew Santino, right? Do you still listen?
Yeah, I used to listen, yes.
It's been. Oh, wow. So then, sorry, Andrew, be very offended by this.
You should be.
Yes, never mind.
Yes, 100%.
So then I think that already answers my next question. Okay.
I still support his other podcasts.
Okay, that's what I was actually going to ask you. Do you actually listen to Bad Friends?
Oh yeah.
I was for a while now. I was working out earlier, and I was listening to the most recent episode. It's pretty good so far.
With Will Sasso?
Yes.
That one's okay.
Sorry. Will, you too can now be offended by my dear friend John.
Just pissing everybody off. I don't give a shit.
Right. Well, I can't wait. What if one day the day comes where, hey, you know what? Beer Belly somehow it's undeniably blowing up, and we get invited to be on these shows, and I just can't wait until they could be like, so we heard you hate us, bro.
No, I said Will Sasso was okay. Bad Friends is great.
Okay, you like Bobby Lee and all that?
Yeah.
Are you up on the gossip of he and Kalila breaking up?
Yeah.
Been pretty sad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough of it, but you're either on the boat that she's a gold digger, or you're on the boat that she isn't. Right,
which he's clarified on his own terms, saying that she was there before he had money.
Yeah, well, let's not go that far.
Dang! Oh my god! Well, Trash Tuesdays is out. Tiger Belly's out. Maybe we'll get on Bad Friends.
I can't stand her. I would never want to be on her podcast. Like,
Jesus Christ!
Attack of the podcast. Here we go.
You know what? The first 5 minutes of this show is deleted. It's no longer in existence. Wow. Starting all the beef.
Can't stand
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the Tiger Belly episodes I've watched and Trash Tuesday episodes I've watched, I can't think of anything that would cause me to feel that way sincerely. Like, not even like kissing up to the podcast gods, but just saying in general,
You're
I
kissing
don't.
up to the wrong one. I'll tell you that right now. She might
I don't.
cipher all your money. They're just gone. Just siphon it right out.
I want to ask why, but I don't want to dig us into a deeper hole than we're already in.
Don't do it. Don't do it. She just is. The one you should listen to is on Flagrant. That's such a great one with Andrew Santino.
I have been absorbing that show a bit lately. What made me finally watch it and not necessarily just listen.
Louis C.K.
was I you know what, I started and I'm like literally only like 2 minutes in, but it took me a while, but I finally watched the entirety of the Joe Rogan episode, which was great. That was fun. It was silly.
Yeah, that was a good episode. Yeah,
it was cool to see him actually like kick back and be silly and not have to run his own show. But at the same time, you could tell he kind of still was, though.
There is an episode. I love that our podcast is about talking about other podcasts.
My mind was already thinking of the episode name. It's like the podcast talking about other podcast episode. Something like that. We'll work it out.
There is a more recent, it's like maybe 3 months old, but they had a transvestite porn star on the
a trans woman. Daisy Taylor.
Did you listen to that episode?
I've only seen one of the clips or two of the clips. Yeah.
Oh my god, that episode is so good. And there's an episode leading up to that episode because they have a guy who's featured in it. His name is Derek. He actually used to be in a podcast that I used to listen to, The King and the Sting. And he left for whatever reason, but he was in that on their show, and he started talking about why he loves tranny porn, how you just get the best of both worlds and yada yada yada. And he talks about that porn star. So then like 3 episodes later, they bring on the porn star and they bring Derek there. It is amazing. If anything, I'd say watch the episode with Derek leading up to the episode with the porn stars. It's so funny.
If you can link it to me, I'd be greatly appreciative. But yeah, I'd be down. Is that the guy that the black guy that was sitting next to her in the episode, right? He was funny, and everything he was like kind of talking about, he seemed very into it, but like obviously having a great time.
It's so good.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daisy Taylor then.
It's crazy how you just know the name. Makes me question other things.
I mean, they talked about her multiple times, and I know that what is it, Santino? Not Santino. God damn it! God, I'm so dumb right now.
Oh, Andrew Schultz. You confused.
Thank you, Schultzy boys. Schultzy. He's mentioned her quite a few episodes, so I'm like, okay, I want to look back and finally watch this. And so the names clicked every single time.
Took your pants off. Went on Pornhub.
I'm like, you know what? That guy that John's talking about, he has a point. I will experience the best of both worlds.
Yeah, exactly. Best of both worlds.
But yes. Yeah, the clip I saw, like she whipped it out for him and they were all sorts of shocked and all that. Apparently she's like well-hung lady. So yeah.
So
good on her.
What is your go-to podcast besides Beer Belly?
I mean, you know me, Two Bears, One Cave is good. Dynamic Banter, I've fallen off of hard, but I still watch their clips and I intend to get back into them for sure. Okay. I'm very surprised that I feel like for the most part, I'm trying to watch more podcasts more, especially when like the production quality is really good, visually speaking. Like
a lot of them are,
Flagrant's ridiculous. As far as visual quality goes, Tiger Belly, I do watch on occasion.
Wasting
Crash
your time.
Tuesday, that one's pretty good. What else have I been watching or listening to lately? Flagrant, I think I might have mentioned that one already. I'm getting into Bad Friends. I've been meaning to for a long time, so I'm down with that. The Burtcast is always good with Burt Kreischer. Okay. Stuff like that. Honeydew with Ryan Sickler. That one's pretty funny. He's got a great laugh.
What would you say? Because I can never ask you what is your favorite, because you can never give me a fucking straight answer, you goddamn bitch. What would you say is your most listened podcast of all time? Ha! Found a workaround. You don't have
pound for pound. Probably Two Bears, One Cave.
All right, that's your favorite podcast.
I would say so.
We found it.
It's an old reliable. I know I'm going to enjoy it whether it's a guest host on or if it's just the original two, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer. But yeah, probably. I listen to it on almost a weekly basis. Sometimes I fall behind, and so I'm like 2 episodes in. Or I have like 2 episodes to go, which is always fun too. Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard. That one's always good.
Yeah, you used to always talk about that one. That was one you would bring up often.
That one I don't listen to every episode because sometimes it's just some people that have on I'm not that interested in.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened with Whiskey Ginger. He just has a lot of people that I'm just not interested in.
I see.
So I'm just kind of like, I don't really want to learn about their lives, you know?
I don't care about you.
Not at all.
We have any names you want to call out while you're at it? Go on. You want to go down the list?
Who else? I don't think there's anybody.
Whiskey Ginger guests that you just are like not interested in your life.
Will Sasso. Will Sasso. There's an episode that he's on, and I'm just like, I'm checking out. I'm good.
You don't like the lemon spitting dude or whatever it is that he's spitting out of his mouth? Oranges? You remember those like those vines?
That's Will Sasso?
That's Will Sasso. He came back into prominence because he would like have these crazy videos where he like spits up lemons or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Actually pretty funny.
I know him from Mad TV. I actually loved him from Mad TV, but
of course.
And he's in a few episodes. He's in like 2 episodes of How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
Correct. But Will Sasso.
Yeah.
100% Will Sasso.
So, okay, fair enough. All right, so we got the Twitter beef out there. Then great, sounds good. Kalila, yeah. I'm sorry.
Wrong. Oh my god,
this bonehead's wrong.
Yeah,
I'm selling you down the river.
Yeah, Don't get me started. I'm good.
Sounds good.
I would say my most listened to podcast is probably still the Weekly Planet.
Not that I asked, but sounds good.
I wanted to say it out loud.
Great.
Yeah, The Fighter and the Kid is like a close second, but
still okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even though Brendan Schaub went through a lot of shit, all that drama
with Bobby Lee and yada 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 yada. Yeah. 100%. Honestly, I don't care about their personal lives. I just want to listen to the podcast and
just have a good time.
He yelled at somebody on the phone. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
with Bobby Lee. Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
You know? That was it. I'm not. Well, first of all, don't yell at somebody on the phone. But it's not like he went up to him, punched him in the face, and walked away. He just yelled at him on the phone. If you started yelling at me on the phone, I'd hang up. Problem solved.
Right.
Problem done. Fuck that guy.
Essentially, yeah.
Continue eating my dinner.
What did AJ have to say today, honey?
Fuck that guy.
No, he was being a dick.
Shit. Yeah. He can eat a dick is what he can do.
My steak dinner, though. This is delicious. How's the wine, dear? Then move on with your life. I feel you there.
Yeah. The Weekly Planet. And I fell off hard. There was a few months where I just completely stopped listening to them. And then I just got right back onto them. I just love their banter. I think it's...
Oh, yeah.
It's good, clean banter.
Yes. I that's a really good point. Even though maybe Mr. Sunday Movies occasionally will drop an F-bomb in it.
Yeah, they curse everyone.
It's still like clean humor, though. And I feel like I've never noticed that Mason ever cusses. I don't think I've ever noticed him cuss.
He has. I've heard him say, "You son of a bitch."
Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough. I feel like Mr. Sunday, I've heard him say it more often than he.
100%.
Like Mesa, you son of a bitch.
I'm, if anything, I'm the Mr. Sunday because of how much I curse, and you're more the Mason because you curse as much as I do.
You know what? Depends on the situation.
On the pod, every story now that you're posting, you put a rooster over me. I don't like this censorship.
And a dog. Don't forget the dog. And an owl. I'm glad you saw it.
What did you do for the bitch? Did you just get my last part where I went shh?
I did an owl over the b, and then left the I didn't even leave the T. I just left the CH at the end.
Because that's what I hear. I hear that bish.
You know, I'm disappointed. If you watched it, you better damn well like it, you bastard.
Nah, I refuse. I don't like that podcast. Not at all. Who are
Yeah.
those guys? They don't know what they're doing.
I'm gonna blow a little smoke up my ass though, and just kind of talk up the thumbnails that have been created for those lately. And it's been pretty fun doing it. It's been pretty good. I'm learning. I'm learning.
I love. Yeah, they're really good. I love the edit you made where when I say respect, like zoom in.
Yes, I've been having fun making those as well as the thumbnails. Yes.
Oh my god! Honestly, I thought you were gonna do the poop swirl one, and I was wondering what you were gonna do with that. I felt like there was maybe a little fun editing you were gonna have with it.
Oh sure, no. Don't worry. I will get to it. I will. There's also another one I have that's in the can. I just have not. We have not uploaded it yet. It'll be uploaded probably tomorrow or something like that, or maybe at the beginning of next week, just to continue to promote. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a pretty fun process of learning how to make reels and the cover photos and all that bullshit.
Would you say your upgraded computer is the helping, or is it just you have more of a drive to want to do that specific thumbnail stuff?
I have a drive to do it for sure. But I think just as far as processing power goes, yeah, the new laptop's a big help.
I'm sure processing power does matter in some sense, but I guess in application speaking, I'm assuming you're using the same app. Is there a difference in features?
No. I'm actually using this one website. I guess anyone can really use it. It's called Canva. Canva.com.
Oh, I see those emails all the time.
Oh, do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
When I'm going to the good classic Beer Belly Gmail.
I appreciate that you check them. Speaking of which, if you guys, those of you who are listening, have any questions or comments that you'd like to leave, do so on our socials, linked in every episode description, or email us, BeerBellyPod at thegamails.com.
Gamail?
Gamail.
Gamale. Gamale. Oh my god, did you see that they announced the MVC2 cab?
Oh. Yes! Sin and I were just watching that earlier, like right before we started the show. She was like, "What is that?" And I was like, It's like a brand new arcade cabinet for Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
And it's
got X-Men vs. Street Fighter on there also.
It's more like the Marvel cab. Because I saw the lineup, I'm like, oh my god, it's all of the games I love to play.
So I saw that Maximilian dude on YouTube. He shout out, I guess. He doesn't need
Did he already post a video?
He did. It's it's about it. It's like he covers like the entire video. But anyway,
I'm gonna watch it when I'm pooing.
So because I'm unaware, he does mention it has all the games on it, but what games are there that you're aware of?
Children. God.
Children of the Atom, really?
MVC1, MVC2, Children of the Atom, X-Men vs. Street Fighter.
Holy shit. Marvel 1?
Marvel 1's in there.
Damn.
I'm looking through my Twitter. I don't even know where I'd find it.
Honestly, that's enough. That's enough.
But there's more.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Bubble.
But did you see the price? I want it, but that price is hurting me.
$5.99 American.
Oh,
it's very true.
Why?
Freaking Sin was teasing me earlier too. I don't expect you to get this, Sin, if you're listening, and chances are you probably are. But
he wants it though.
She was teasing me. She's like, "Well, your birthday is right around the corner," and I'm like, "I am not gonna ask you to get me that, but it's badass." And on top of that, it's online as well. It plays online.
That's what got me so hype about it.
Isn't that crazy? I didn't even know they could do that with an arcade cabinet. But I mean, hey, I guess why not?
Oh yeah. Well, the basketball game that they had released was also online.
Which NBA Jam or whatever. I don't know.
Yes, NBA Jam.
That's badass. And apparently it also syncs up online with the previous arcade cabinets that they've made. So that's really badass. I love that they made it so attainable.
Okay, finally found it.
All right. So again, this is the arcade cabinet for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Just announced. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, man, this makes me so hype. Marvel Superheroes in War of Gems. That's a great one. X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. X-Men Children of the Atom. Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Oh my god, that is like
Fuck.
the perfect cab.
That's amazing. Get his gem fighter and I'm sold. Whatever.
You can play it on the Switch.
That's true. That's
Just
true.
take it to the shop.
Take it. The shop.
And the
That was the
shop.
ugliest wink of human history. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna not put the camera on me for that part.
That's why you don't run the shop.
Got that ugly face. You're gonna scare people away from the shop.
That's why we keep you in the dungeon.
Igor looking ass.
Yeah,
but yeah, I am very hype about that though. It's so cool. I mean,
if I
don't think I'm gonna get it, but that would be badass.
I mean, maybe
I imagine
next
it's gonna
year,
sell out like crazy too.
100%. But maybe next year, the following year, you'll see them on sale because a lot of their cabs do go on sale.
Okay,
especially like around Black Friday.
If they don't completely sell out and discontinue them,
that one is gonna sell out so quick.
I mean, it's amazing. I can't believe it. And it's probably like the arcade version of Marvel 2.
Well, from my understanding, Jay Long worked with them, and he said it's as close as possible to being the arcade version.
That's awesome. We're probably way too late in me asking this, but can you hear my fan blowing in the background?
Yes.
I forgot to turn it down. Oh, are you serious?
No, you can't.
Oh, okay. I was like, God damn it. Please, next time,
you've distracted everybody. You've distracted everybody and myself.
The immersion is broken. Ah! Just feeling Captain Commando's anti-air hit me in the face right now.
Sure. Speaking of that, I'm almost done with Doctor Strange.
Oh my god, the first one, right?
Mm-hmm. It's
continuing John's MCU watch through.
Yes, I finished Civil War. Civil War is still unbelievably amazing.
Yes, you are right. You are very correct in that.
But it did make me question something that I've never questioned before. How does T'Challa have superpowers in this one?
His suit, right?
Is it from the? I thought the herb gives him like the power of the Black Panther.
I mean, the suit is what has like that repulsor blast to it.
Yeah, but he's running faster than cars.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Maybe he ate some, he smoked a little bit right before, shit went down.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Maybe he hotboxed the van. You never know. Could have happened.
Oh, yeah.
Whose side is he on again? I forget. He's on Iron Man's side, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, because he's trying to stop.
Well, I guess in a sense he's on his side, but he's kind of doing his own thing. He only really wants to kill the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like his main thing. He just wants to kill the Winter Soldier.
And Iron Man wants Bucky dead too, so yeah.
Towards the end, yes. How great is that battle? Like that, the 2 versus the 1.
I still remember that clip, like in the beginning, like in the trailer that we got for that movie, and showing them go at it, and you're like, why are they fighting? And then sure enough, it happens, and just teardrops slowly rolling down my face every time it happens. But it's so badass. God
and
damn.
I since the comics of the war, I had always been so conflicted because Iron Man is one of my favorites, but I'm definitely Team Cap when it comes to that.
So like the actual like morale.
Yeah, fuck the government.
Morality. Fair enough. I think Tony still had a point, but yeah.
Fuck Tony. He's a part of the government.
Well, since you mentioned Civil War, this little poster behind me is Demon Wars, and essentially it's like a Japanese folklore retelling of Civil War, but like its own spin on it. It's actually pretty badass. The first issue came out this week,
and it's Marvel.
Yeah, it's by Marvel Comics. It's really cool. The writer is also like the main artist. Shout out to Peach Momoko. She's done other stuff. Like she had a mini series last year called Demon Days, where again it's like Marvel characters, heroes and villains, but introduced into like a Japanese folklore setting, like different ideas of what's going on, and it's really really badass, and the art is great. And again, this is a new mini series she's making, a retelling of Civil War, and it's again, only one issue in so far, but the art's great, the characters are fun, the story's intriguing. I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with it, for sure.
Yeah. And that reminds me a lot of the Star Wars, where they did like that whole Japanese style of Star Wars.
Oh yeah, Visions.
Yeah.
I still need to finish that on Disney Plus, but again, they had that one by Studio Trigger, Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, Promare, all that good stuff.
Which one? Which one?
Have you seen Visions yet?
No, I've seen one specific episode, and
you
I
need
barely
to watch
remember.
watch. I think it's episode 3. I'm gonna look it up right now, real quick. Let me just see. Let me see here. But yeah, to anyone who's unaware as to what the fuck we're talking about, why don't you tell them about it real quick? What Star Wars Visions is? I guess we kind of said.
Well, it's basically what AJ said, but instead of Marvel, it's Star Wars.
Yeah, there you go.
I think I put it perfectly.
Absolutely. Essentially, anime studios were commissioned to make their own Star Wars short stories, and one of them happens to be by Studio Trigger, a pretty big studio to John and I and our friendship. Yeah, here we go. It's called Episode 3, The Twins. So just watch that. It's pretty badass. By Studio Trigger. Came out September of last year.
Okay. Down.
Have fun. Drink a beer, smoke a bowl, whatever you want to do to get yourself in that mindset and just enjoy the next like 20 minutes.
Nice.
Of what you're about to watch. But yes. It's been a really good episode, I'll say that much. Anyway, I don't want to overhype that. But I think we're pretty good to wrap it, unless you had anything else you want to talk about, my friendo.
Nah, we had all the points, and my beer is done. I just downed mine. I'm gonna feel it.
What's your final say on that bad boy then?
Worth the $2.
As far as $2 spent, well worth
it. I kind of regret not buying the other one for $2.
There you go. And for mine was like $14. I could not believe it.
Oy.
I know, and to buy all 4, apparently it was stickered at $39.99. I don't know if I would pay that much, and I highly doubt.
You should have just got a Corona.
So
holy shit.
I know, but I wanted to match my boy with the sour beer. Kind of like flavor. This is the price we pay. But yeah, all in all, I doubt the brewery even sells these cans for that much. It's probably more like $7 to $10.
I was gonna say tops. $7.
Yeah. There's no way I could see them selling one of these for more than that. So I think
you pay
just
double.
A liquor store markup.
They pulled down your panties and fucked you.
Very good. Well, of course, an episode of Beer Belly would not be complete without John's words of wisdom for the week. He's said some very questionable things at the beginning of the show, at the top of everything going on. But maybe there can be some redemption here.
Let's see. No. Let's piss off some a specific group I've already pissed off. I'm gonna just keep going with
the Mexicans this time. So... Okay, go on. What do you have to say about them?
If only this is more important. DC's imploding. I called it.
DC's imploding. Batgirl canceled. Jeez.
What did I say? Y'all say I was a hater. Y'all said I was a Marvel fanboy. I denied it, but it's true. I am. But look at that. All your naysayers imploding. Done.
Jesus. Okay, he has a point. This time, I might agree with the man. Questionable topics up top, but now he finishes with bars. Respect.
Still pissed off a group, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think at this point, even they could probably agree with you. We'll see. Dear Lord. Terrible. Well, on that lovely note, this has been another episode of Beer Belly. Please rate us all the stars, the highest rating you possibly can on your preferred podcasting apps. It helps us out a lot. Tell your friends about us. Tell your grandmother. Tell your grandmother's dog about the good old podcast boys that are called Beer Belly. John, where the hell can they find us?
The internet.
Go fucking figure. Nice.
At everywhere at BeerBellyPod is what I would say. BeerBellyPod at Gmail, BeerBellyPod at TikTok, Instagram, the TikToks,
the Twitter memers,
of
course,
and the Gmail mails.
You can send in your comments and questions. The Gamales. Excuse
The
you for your
Gamales.
poor pronunciation. We're trying to teach people here. Trying to educate the masses. But again, let us know what we should drink next episode. Should it be a sour? Again, should it be, I don't know, a Pilsner, a Hefeweizen, if you will, a stout, an IPA? We happen to be preferences. We happen to prefer IPA, but at the same time, we'll drink whatever. If you have some crazy concoction that we need to mix together, just let us know, and we can.
As long as it doesn't make us blind. I've always said it.
And if we happen to bump into walls afterward, we'll figure that out too, like we always do.
Fuck it, I'll daredevil it.
There you go. Use your sonar vision. Absolutely. All right. Well, again, let us know. Send them in the questions to the Gamales. It's all linked. Everything is below in the episode descriptions. We'll see you next time. Be good. Be safe. Be sexy as always. Bye-bye. See you next week.
Love you, sir. Talk to you soon.
Love you. Bye.